Hello there. What is going on, everyone? Battlefleet Gothic, could it be coming back? Games Workshop recently gave us the biggest tease ever for Battlefleet Gothic returning, and it may be returning sooner than you think with the Warhammer preview just around the corner coming this Friday. We're going to talk about this in today's video, their cryptic or not so cryptic spoiler, and what it just might mean. If you guys are new here to the channel, I do talk a lot about spaceship games, science fiction games, tabletop games, and miniatures games, and where all of those intertwine. And Battlefleet Gothic is one of those games that has long been awaited for its triumphant return, and I feel like the timing could be absolutely fantastic now. With the recent cancellation of Star Wars X-Wing and Star Wars Armada, there has been a huge void in the tabletop gaming space for spaceship games. And of course, this is an area of concern of mine because I cover a lot of spaceship games. Now, there have been a lot of new spaceship games coming out, but it's unclear if somebody is going to emerge sort of triumphant over the top of all the rest. And it's been a very interesting couple of years with with everything that's been going on in the Star Wars gaming world, as well as GW coming out with new games and new editions as they typically do. But today's news comes to us from the rumor engine. So last week there was a rumor posted on the Warhammer community, and they typically talk a little bit about things that are going to be coming, whether they show you a little piece of a somebody's toenail or something like that, and it's a hint for them to give you some little previews of something that's going to be announced. Now, GW has a lot of different games, and not too many of them are spaceship games. Now, they do have like that kind of little dogfighter, like airplane kind of simulation game, but I don't think that one's doing very well right now. I don't even think it's actually in print anymore. I think there's a lot of room for, I think there's a lot of room for a Battlefleet Gothic return, and I would be here for it all day, and I'd love to cover it because, again, there's a huge open space in tabletop gaming. So what is the actual spoiler? So if you follow GW or any of their accounts, you may have seen this, what looks to be like a mace or some kind of weapon attachment. And again, there's a lot of stuff coming this Friday at the Warhammer preview show. We're going to probably find out whatever this is, and plenty of other things. And it says, amidst all the chain swords, plasma blades, and envenomed knives, the humble bashing stick can struggle to stand out from the crowd. But a bit of wood with some metal on the end has been a beloved instrument of brutality since the dawn of time. And if it's good enough to last until the 41st millennium, it's good enough for us. Now, this does sort of imply that this is not an Age of Sigmar era thing, because it wouldn't probably be in that millennium, right? And it probably isn't a Horus Heresy timeline. Of course, I think Battlefleet Gothic was not in either of those times. I mean, if they relaunch it, it could be in any timeline, right? But now that was above what you don't see. What you see here below is it says unless it's a Warhammer Age of Sigmar miniature, right? Which it might be. Oh, maybe it's Necromunda. House Cawdor loves this stuff. Less likely to be Blood Bowl, but you never know. Wait, maybe it's Battlefleet. Connection lost. Loading call to action. Continue discussion on Facebook and Instagram. So, where's the spoiler? It's not that this doesn't look like a starship part. And of course, they're basically suggesting that this is something for 40K, but then they're like, but maybe it's not. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it is something else. Maybe it's Battlefleet. And of course, the community has run wild with it. Maybe it's Battlefleet Gothic. That's pretty much the only thing it could be, right? Isn't that the only thing it could be? Why would GW announce this? Why would they? And they're drawing a lot of attention to it as well. It's not like they were just doing a casual troll. There's a whole lot of attention to it with the, we had to interrupt. We're not allowed to talk about it yet. Will we see something about this on Friday? I don't know. I don't think it's close enough. I think Friday is too close for them to fully spoil Battlefleet Gothic, but I think with Friday's spoilers and announcements, it is possible that they might have a little tease for a couple of months from now, maybe for the New Year's show. I do think if Battlefleet Gothic is coming back, Adepticon would be a good time to launch it. And if they and this would be a good time to start planting seeds. So that's my thought. But I know what some of you are probably saying right now. You're probably thinking, maybe it's not Battlefleet Gothic. Maybe it's something else. Maybe it's Battle Flavor. Maybe they're launching a new line of seasoning to go into your favorite foods. I don't think it would be Battle Flavor. I don't think that would be appropriate. Certainly a mace doesn't look like Battle Flavor. So I'm going to vote this one down. Let me know if you think it's Battle Flavor in the comments section below. By the way, we're doing 12 Days of Life Day in December. If you want to have a chance to enter to win one of 12 amazing giveaways that are going to happen in the month of December, you just have to be a subscriber and leave a comment on this or one of my videos. It's as simple as that. And if you're already subscribed, you're already halfway there. So make sure you click that subscribe button, leave a comment, and you can also check the links in the description below. Jump into our social media. Maybe it's Battle Flutes. Do you think it could be Battle Flutes? Flutes picking up their muskets and marching off to war. I mean, they would have they wouldn't need any bards in that group. Well, who's going to do the blowing? Phrasing. Let's move on to the next one. Maybe it's Battle Flamingos. Maybe it is Battle Flamingos. It is possible. Look, those are some mean-looking flamingos, and I feel like if it's not Battle Flamingos, somebody needs to get hot on making a Battle Flamingos war game right now. Speaking of Battle Flamingos, if you have an army that you want to take care of, you can head over to battlefoam.com and save 15% by using code Crabbok VIP. There's a link in the description below. Definitely check out Battlefoam. Save yourself 15% by using my code. It's a pretty cool little thing, right? So check that out. Maybe it's Battle Flowers. You know, the flowers have had it up to here with the weeds invading their garden, and they're coming after you now. Or maybe they're angry with GW. Maybe they said, you have been grimdark for too long, and now it's going to be light and bright. Light bright versus grimdark. I think it could work. I think this is our front runner right here for Battle Flowers. Let me know in the comments section which one of these you've liked the most so far, because any of them could be, although I don't think it's Battle Flavor. Maybe it's, you know what this one is? Maybe it's Battle Floors. Yes. The floors rise up to take on those who have walked all over them for far too long. Probably not Battle Floors. Probably not. But you never know. It could be Battle Floors, right? Mimics kind of can... There's traps in D&D. It could... Maybe it's Battle Floors. Maybe Battle Flames. Now we're on to something. Could it be Battle Flames? It is possible. It is possible. They look really cool. The models would be awesome. Yes. It's definitely possible it could be Battle Flames, but that might be a little too obvious. Let's end this one with a bang. How about Battle Florida? Or Battle Floridas? Multiple Floridas all marching off to battle armed with squirt guns. Or what's loaded into those squirt guns? It could be anything. It could be acid. It could be margaritas. Could be alligator urine. I don't know. Battle Florida is probably not a thing, but as somebody who lives in Florida, it could be a thing. I've seen Stranger Things. It's definitely possible it could be Battle Floridas. I don't know. The point is, it's probably Battlefleet Gothic. It probably is. Let me know some of your thoughts. Would you be interested in seeing Battlefleet Gothic make its triumphant return? I think the time is right. I think... when all of the other Star Wars spaceship games were canceled with no replacement in sight, I think that was long enough ago that it gave a lot of these big publishers the kick in the pants they needed to say, hey, there's about to be a huge opening in the spaceship gaming world, and people are going to be chomping at the bit for a replacement. Let's get this going. And this is about the time when I think you could see some spoilers coming out. We've seen new games coming out. We've seen a lot of exciting stuff lately, and this would be a very welcome addition to the party, and I'd be looking forward to it. And as somebody who's never played Battlefleet Gothic before. I would love to have a proper introduction to the genre, to the game system, and to the I did play Battlefleet Gothic Armada on PC a little bit, so I have a loose approximation for the different types of classes of vessels and stuff, but I do love painting ships, and I'd love to see what they come up with this time around. It could be a lot of very cool stuff. There's also been a lot of teasers in some of the art of fleets and ships and stuff like that. So, like there's a lot of other little teasers that are out there, but I don't know. I wanted to do, and I've seen a lot of other content creators talking about this. I wanted to do my own spin on it with all like the Battle Floridas and the Battle Flamingos and all that stuff. Like, what else could it have been? What do you think was the most absurd out of all of my suggestions? Let me know in the comments below. You can also join our Discord and keep the discussion going there. There's social media links down in there. And all right, that's going to do it for today. I want to thank all of my patrons. You guys are absolutely amazing and help make this whole channel possible. Thank you so much for your continued support. I will talk to you later. May the force be with you. Live long and prosper. Be excellent to each other. Party on, dudes. So say we all. And always wash your socks.